Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Salad Mobile Media. This is kind of an emergency, strange situation we have going on here. This is a recording of Glenn Beck of the Blaze TV. We came across material that implicates Joe Biden very heavily in a phone conversation with the Ukrainian leaders. I'll let Glenn take over from here, and then I'll talk for a few minutes at the end.
Now that is being actively hidden. YouTube, Twitter, Facebook have all shadow banned this. You're not going to be able to find this audio anywhere unless you have access to the dark web, which my research team uses the dark web. It's sometimes the only way to get information. The Ukrainian source taped it. It is an Ukrainian official. They taped a phone call right after the election of Donald Trump. Joe Biden reached out to his people, Poroshenko, in the Ukraine. Remember everything you learned during the impeachment hearings and what we showed you on the chalkboard. So he reaches out to Poroshenko, the head of the Ukrainian government, and it's recorded. Now, I want to give you several layers of this. What was the reason that Joe Biden said we could get General Flynn? Remember, the FBI said there's nothing here. He didn't do anything wrong. There's nothing here. And the next day, they had an emergency meeting at the White House without the FBI. The FBI said, case closed. They had this meeting. Joe Biden was in it. Susan Rice was in it. And so was Barack Obama. And we know, because of notes, that Barack Obama said, what can we do? Joe Biden said, we can use the Logan Act. The Logan Act is something that was enacted in the 1700s. It's never been used. But it is when somebody would go over to a foreign country and say, I'm representing the United States of America. And they didn't represent the United States of America. And they tried to do deals with that country. Okay, it's an old-timey act. Never been invoked. Until Joe Biden said, we can get General Flynn. So they did. That's what they got General Flynn on. And the reason why is because he said, look, don't do anything crazy. We're coming into office to Russia. We're coming into office. And just please don't retaliate on anything this administration has done. It's a new administration, and we may be handling things differently. Okay? That was interference from the incoming administration. Now, this is the outgoing administration, and the vice president calling the president of Ukraine. Here's cut one.
The people they put forward to be part of the transition have to be cleared.
Stop. You know what? Let me, before we even start this, put it back at the beginning. If you're at your computer, I want you to take this piece of audio and I want you to burn it to a CD. It is being systematically erased by tech. Again, we got this from YouTube and the dark web from Russia because it hasn't been banned yet by YouTube in Russia. So everybody, if you have access, burn this to a CD so it's not lost. All right, here we go.
People they put forward to be part of the transition have to be cleared to do that, just as we had to be cleared after the Bush administration, etc. They have not done that. They're trying to catch up and do it now since they fired the guy who headed up the transition just last week. The reason I bother to tell you that is I have been somewhat limited on what I'm able to tell their team about Ukraine. The truth of the matter is the incoming administration doesn't know a great deal about the situation.
So we know that the situation with Ukraine was dirty. We know that the Obama administration was doing stuff kind of off the books, a little wink, wink, nod, nod in Ukraine. What he's saying here is, I can't tell you because I'm limited. What I can tell them, what I can tell you. So he's besmirching the administration, the incoming administration, saying, look, I can't tell you why, but we're not telling them everything. There's some things going on. Well, what were those things going on? A bogus investigation. So we can't really talk to them about it. And so they don't know what's been going on in Ukraine. This is a signal for him to say, if he was using plain language, he would just be saying, look, they're not part of what we've been doing, so don't say anything to them about that. Okay? That's what's happening. Now here's part 2 of the phone call.
Well, you're awfully generous. I don't plan on going away. I mean, as a private citizen, I plan on staying deeply engaged in the endeavor that you have begun and we have begun.
Yeah.
I mean, that's my objective. That's my objective. But if I go beforehand, I'm worried since they don't know enough, they will think I'm trying to game them. They will think I am trying to put them in a corner. They will question my motive.
And we do, Joe. And we do.
Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, that was, you have to excuse the rudimentary productions. I don't have the greatest setup. We're doing makeshift everything right now. This is Halliday Mobile Media. We are doing our best to keep you informed, like all other independent journalists out there in media outlets that are trying to help expose what is going on. It's crazy. It's total madness. But as always, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're having a great day. Let's have a good day. Let's all be safe out there for Halliday Mobile Media. Please be safe right now.